trace them. And then at some point, when you feel comfortable, join in with Beth.
Sure. You can do it not on camera.
So Pete, do you have the remote?
No.
Right over there. Is it going?
It's going.
Oh, okay. It's going. So welcome to the Foundations course in Chicago. We have Beth Lynch here to demonstrate tracing meridians. Right now, it's about 2:45 in Chicago, which is small intestine time. So we're going to start tracing meridians. When we trace meridians, we start with the central meridian. And the central meridian is you place both hands on or slightly above your pubic bone. Bring them straight up the front of your body to your bottom lip. Next, you trace the governing. Place one hand at your tailbone and trace up your spine as high as you can reach. Reach over your shoulder. Try to touch the hand reaching up. If your hands cannot meet, connect them with your mind. Then with the hand that reached over your shoulder, trace the rest of the way up the spine, over your head, over your nose, and to the top of your lip. Next up is small intestine. Small intestine, you turn your hand over, starting at the little finger, go straight up the outside of your arm to your shoulder, drop back on your scapula, go up and over to your cheekbone, and back to the opening of your ear. Go on the other side, start at your little finger, go straight up the outside of the arm to your shoulder, drop back on your scapula, go up and over to your cheekbone, and back to the opening of your ear. Next, bladder. Place the middle fingers of both hands between your eyebrows. Go up over the crown and down to the back of your head and neck. Remove your hands and reach behind your back up as high as you can go along the spine. Trace down each side of your spine to below your waist. Jog in and up toward your waist, then around in and around your gluteus maximus. Leave the meridian there. Come up onto your shoulders and go straight down to the back of your knees. Go in at your knees, down to the floor, and off your little toe. Kidney meridian. Place your fingers under the ball of each foot, middle finger lined up with the space between your first and second toes. Draw your fingers up to the inside of each foot. Circle behind the inside of each ankle bone. Go straight up the front of the body to your K27, the points beneath the clavicle at the top of the sternum. Vigorously press and buzz these points. Circulation sex. Place the fingers of one hand at the outside of the opposite nipple. Come up over the shoulder. Go down inside of the arm and off the middle finger. Do both sides. Place the fingers of one hand at the outside of the opposite nipple. Come up over the shoulder. Go down the inside of the arm and off the middle finger. Next up, triple warmer. Turn your hand over and start at the ring finger. Trace straight up the arm to beneath your ear. Follow your ear around and behind, ending at your temple. Do the other side. Start at the ring finger, trace straight up the arm to beneath your ear, follow your ear around and behind, ending at your temple. Gallbladder. Place the fingers of both hands on the outside of your eyes, drop to the opening of your ears, take your fingers straight up about 2 inches, circle forward with your fingers and drop back behind the ears. Go forward again to your forehead, back over the crown, go to the forehead, yep, back over the crown of your head, around your shoulders. Leave your shoulders, bring your hands behind your back, trace forward to the front of your rib cage, back on the waist, forward on the hips, straight down the sides of the legs and off your 4 toes. Liver, place your fingers on the outside bottom corners of the big toenails nearest to the second toes, and trace up the feet in front of the ankle bones, straight up the inside of your legs, flaring out along groin line to the hips, partway up to the rib cage, in toward the center of the body, toward underneath the nipples. Lung. Place your fingers on the outside bottom, place one hand over the opposite lung and move it up over your shoulder, straight down the inside of your arm and off your thumb. Do both sides. One hand over the opposite lung, move it up over your shoulder, straight down, inside of the arm, off your thumb. Large intestine. Place the open fingers of one hand at the end of the pointer finger of the opposite hand. Trace straight up the arm to your shoulder, diagonally across the neck to beneath your nose, and then up and out to flare at your nose. The other side, place the open fingers of one hand at the end of the pointer finger on the opposite hand. Trace up the arm to your shoulder, diagonally across, beneath your nose, and flip up under your nose. Stomach. Place both hands underneath your eyes, drop down to your jawbone, circle up to the outside of your face, to your forehead, come down through your eyes to the collarbone, go out at your collarbone, over your breast, in at your waist, out at your hips, straight down your legs, and off the second toe. Spleen. Start at the inside bottom corner of the big toenails, farthest from the second toes. Trace up the feet in front of your ankle bones and straight up inside of your legs, flaring out at your hips, up the sides of your rib cage to under your arms, then back down to your rib cage about 6 inches. Press those points. Heart. Place your open hand underneath the opposite armpit in alignment with your little finger and trace straight down inside the arm and off the little finger. And notice the inside of the little finger that she goes off. So we're in the armpit. Trace down inside the arm and off the little finger. And then we're back to small intestine. Turn your hand over, start at the little finger, go straight up on the outside of the arm to your shoulder, drop back on your scapula, go up and over to your cheekbone and back to the opening of your ear. The other side, start at your little finger, go straight up the outside of your arm to your shoulder, drop back on your scapula, go up and over to your cheekbone, back to the opening of your ear. And to finish, we do the central meridian, which is up the front center line to the bottom of your lip, and the governing meridian, which is down at your tailbone. Reach up, grab it, come over your head into the bottom of the lip, and then flick. And that's tracing meridian. Yay!